guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Benanin, and for today's video we're going to be doing a sunscreen review on the Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense Face Serum. I've already done a video on, I think, their original like face and body sunscreen and the Daily Defense sunscreen spray. Today I wanted to do the serum because I've had it for so long, and I don't know why it took me so long to like review it, but here we are. This is a broad spectrum SPF 60 plus. You get 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters. I picked this one up from Target. It was retailing for $12.99. I think the price is similar at Walmart. If you go to like a CVS or a Ulta, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. I believe it's around like $17 on those sites, so definitely stick to Target or Walmart to pick this one up, and you can also get it from the Neutrogena website. The active ingredients in here are avobenzone 3%, homosalate 13.5%, octosalate 5%, and octocrylene 10%. So this is your basic chemical sunscreen, just in a face serum sort of formula. They claim that this one is fragrance free, and I do agree with that. It really just smells like sunscreen. It doesn't have any added fragrance to it, and they claim that it is oil free. I don't know about that claim. It does feel a little bit oily in my opinion. Claim that this is a protective duo, so it defends your skin from UVA and UVB rays, obviously from the chemical filters in here. And then they also include some antioxidant rich vitamin E to fight environmental aggressors and free radicals, and they infuse it with ginger to even out the skin tone and help the skin glow. They say that this is fragrance free and oxybenzone free, and they are also claiming that it acts as a makeup primer. We'll talk about that. So like I said, they're claiming that this is a face serum, which it kind of is. First of all, when you get it, make sure you give it a really good shake because it does separate a little bit, and if you just like pump it out straight up, you'll probably end up getting a layer that's like the moisturizer stuff and then a layer of oil. So make sure you shake it up really good to get everything mixed together. Looks like this, and it kind of just slides. You see that? It just slides. But to me, it feels more like a lotion than it does a serum. When I think of serum, I think very light, watery. This is not watery. This is more like oily, I guess, to me, but it's not super oily, and it does rub in pretty quickly, and it's very glowy, as you can see. If you wait a little bit longer, the glow kind of settles in a little bit and it becomes more of like a natural finish, but initially it'll look like a very glowy finish. So typically when I test out a sunscreen, I will wear it with a moisturizer and on its own, but this one, I'm pretty sure I only tested it out on its own because to me it was a little bit heavier on my face than I expected, so I didn't think I would really like it much with a moisturizer, but I'm assuming that you can still layer other products underneath and it'll be fine, but for my oily skin, I just thought that would be too heavy. So for the purpose of this video, I'm testing it out on bare skin and then with makeup, and I'll show you guys clips of all of that. So day one, I wore it on clean, bare skin, and as you guys will see, I'm putting a pretty decent amount on to cover my face and my neck. And initially when I'm applying, it looks a little bit greasy. It kind of actually feels a little bit greasy to me, but I rub it in all the way and it actually looks okay. So this is what it's looking like in window lighting, and as you guys can see, I do look a little bit glowy. I thought that within the 15 minutes it would dry down some more, but it really didn't. So I'm looking a little bit glowy, a little bit hydrated, but that's fine. This is okay for me. Anything more shiny than this, I wouldn't like it, but it looks fine. As far as how it felt though, I feel like it felt a little bit greasy. Definitely not one that I would really enjoy wearing in the summer, but I wore it for the 2 hours and I came back and this is what it's looking like. I have oily skin, so if you guys have watched me for a while, you know that typically I am a little bit glowy in my T-zones with most products after 2 hours. That's just how my skin is. But with this one, I feel like I felt very greasy, and it wasn't just my T-zone, it just felt oily and greasy sort of everywhere on my face, and that's how I know that a product is just not really for my skin. So I went ahead and I had to do quite a bit of blotting to get all of the excess oils off, and even after blotting it still felt a little bit heavy, but I went ahead and reapplied all over my face. Reapplication, it went on fine. It wasn't pilling or anything like that, but I just felt like it felt even heavier than it did with the first application. And this is what confused me, because when I think of a face serum type product, in my head I'm like, oh great, this is gonna be very lightweight, it will feel like nothing, it'll be great for the summer. But I just didn't experience that with this. I feel like it was pretty poor clogging in my opinion, and it felt kind of heavy and it felt kind of greasy, and just overall I didn't really enjoy it. Alright, so then I wore it with makeup, and I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea to test it with makeup, because if I don't like a sunscreen on its own, typically I won't like it with makeup, but I just wanted to show you guys anyways. So this is what it's looking like with makeup. So the makeup actually applied fine. I just feel like I had to put a little bit more powder on to get it to the finish that I want, so it was a little bit less shiny or glowy. And then I wore it for 2 hours and came back, and this is what it's looking like, and it actually looked fine. Like my makeup didn't move around much. I went ahead and blotted, and I attempted to reapply this over makeup because it, you know, they market it as a lightweight face serum, so I was like, okay, this is the type of texture I like to put on top of makeup. So I went ahead and just used a little sponge and applied it over makeup, and I would not recommend this. Felt greasy and just kind of icky altogether. So my overall thoughts and who I would recommend this for, I feel like if you have oily skin and you don't like to start out feeling glowy or greasy, this product is not for you. But if you have oily skin, you have dry skin, and you like to glow, this is definitely the product for you. If you have acne prone skin, I did experience some breakouts from this one, and just my face overall felt a little bit itchy. It wasn't like the type of itching where, you know, I needed to wash the product off right away, but it didn't feel comfortable on my skin. So I don't know if I'd recommend it for people with acne prone or sensitive skin, but you know, we're all sensitive and react to different things, so just because my oily acne prone skin didn't like it doesn't mean that yours won't. And then obviously it works for all skin tones because it is a chemical sunscreen, there's no white cast, and if you want to wear it with makeup, I think it works fine underneath makeup. I feel like it's a little bit too glowy and you kind of have to powder a little bit more than you normally would, but you could make it work. If you've tried the Neutrogena Invisible Daily Defense Face Serum and you loved it, let me know. If you tried it and you hated it, also let us know. We don't all like the same things. Don't forget to leave your sunscreen recommendations down in the comment section below. Specifically, I'm looking for sunscreen sticks right now. I personally don't use sunscreen sticks that much, but I've been getting a lot of recommendations for that, and I feel like I should add some of those to my collection. And they seem like they'd be a good option for like easy on-the-go reapplications. So if you have any of those and you really love them, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!